Hey, what's up, guys? Color Guy back from the video, and today I'm going to do my NFL Week 9 picks. Um, Last week I went 8-5. I didn't really do that well last week. Overall, 85, 35, and 1. So we'll start off with Thursday, October 30th. 6:15 Mountain Time. Prime time, prime video. We got the Baltimore Ravens at the Miami Dolphins. This game's mostly a shit bowl. This game's mostly a shit bowl. I don't know why this game's on Thursday night. This game should have been on Sunday. This game should have been on honestly on Sunday, and not on Thursday. But I'm gonna go with the Ravens here to win. The Ravens looked pretty good last week. There, mostly beating the Bears last week. Mostly it was technically their Super Bowl last week there, so they actually looked really really good last week. A lot of rumors are saying about Lamar Jackson possibly might return in this game here. We might actually see what the Ravens actually can fully do here. The Dolphins here. The Dolphins have been massively struggling there. They have not been playing their best football at all. So and plus they don't have Tyreek Hill. They do not have Tyreek Hill there, and Jason Waddle there has been rumored to be traded in the trade deadline there. So I'm going to say the Ravens win it here. I think the Ravens actually have more trust over the Dolphins. If the Dolphins win over the Ravens, I'm done picking the Ravens after this. If the Dolphins win, Ravens over Dolphins. That's it for Thursday night. So let's move on to Sunday, November 2nd. 11 o'clock Mountain Time. First thing, 11 o'clock games. We got the Chicago Bears at the Cincinnati Bengals. Going with the Bears. This is another shit bowl, but I'm going to go with the Bears here to win. The Bears there was trying to keep up with the didn't look really that good against the they didn't really look that good against the Ravens last week. They mostly massively struggled there last week against the Ravens, and they didn't look that good. Caleb Williams didn't look the best football, didn't look that good either. The Bengals there kept up with the Jets last week there, but it's unexcusable to lose against the Jets there, who honestly was technically winless there. But I'm going to say the Bears win it here. The Bears actually mostly going to have a breakout game here, and I think they can actually do something against this this Bengals team there. The Bengals are struggling. Joe Flacco could keep up with this game there. This game could be close. But I'm going to say the Bears win it. I think I mostly trust the Bears here to win it over the Bengals. I just do not trust the Bengals at all. Next game, we got the Minnesota Vikings at the Detroit Lions there. I'm going with the Lions here to win. I think the Lions can actually get something fully done here against this Vikings team. The Vikings there have been massively struggling there. They have not been playing their best football at all. They've been massively struggling. And then the Lions there are coming off of a bye there. They're mostly have fresh legs there. So I'm going to say they're going to try to beat the Vikings here. The Vikings there got their shit kicked out of the Chargers last week. The Chargers beat the living shit out of them last week. But I'm gonna say the Lions win it. I think the Lions are gonna come back, and we'll see fully come back and win this one here. I'm gonna say Lions over Vikings. That's it for that game. So let's move on to the next game. Next, we have the Carolina Panthers at the Green Bay Packers. So I'm going to go with the Packers here to win. The Panthers do not look the best there. They got their teeth kicked in last week. They technically got their teeth kicked in last week there. They didn't look the best there. The Packers there, who honestly technically beat the living crap out of, or not, beat Aaron Rodgers there, mostly technically taking revenge against Aaron Rodgers. That should have been pretty interesting if that game was in Green Bay there last week, but no. It was in Pittsburgh, mostly the Steelers. Technically, or not the Steelers, the Packers actually beat the Steelers last week, and they looked really, really sharp, and I think they can actually do something against this Panthers team. But this could be a trap game. Honestly, I think this could be a trap game for Green Bay, but I'm going to say the Packers win it. Next game, we got the LA Chargers at the Tennessee Titans. Going with the Chargers here to win. I think the Chargers can get it done here against the Titans. Titans are really bad. They're really fucking ass there. I do not trust the Titans at all. They really massively struggle there. They're starting a rookie quarterback there. The Chargers there beat the living shit out of the Vikings last week. They beat the living shit out of the Vikings last week there, and they can't do nothing fully going in this game. So I'm gonna say Chargers win it over Titans. This is my lock of the week. I'm gonna say Chargers over Titans. Next game, we got the Atlanta Falcons at the New England Patriots. Going with the Patriots here to win. I think the Patriots look really good there. They have Drake May there, who can actually do a lot of damage in this game here. The Falcons there are kind of a weird team there. They actually lose against bad teams there, but they actually can beat good teams. So this game there won't be shockingly if the Falcons actually come back and win this game. I won't be shocked because they've been doing that this year where they actually lose against bad teams but beat really good teams there. I think they're going to try to figure out how to beat them. But I'm going to say the Patriots win it. I mostly trust the Patriots there. The Patriots actually have really good defense there. Really good defense there, and the Falcons there are kind of like that weird team there who wins or loses. But I'm going to say the Patriots win it here. I think the Patriots can actually get it done here against the Falcons. Next game, we got the San Francisco 49ers at the New York Giants. Going with the Niners here to win. I think the Niners can actually do something in this game. They looked really, really outstanding there. I think they're going to do something against this Giants team there. Mostly they want to get that bad taste out of their mouth from losing last week against the Texans there. So I think they're going to try to bounce back this week there and try to go against this Giants team. Well, honestly, the Giants have been struggling there. They've been massively struggling the last couple weeks there. They're going to try to find their ways to win, but technically going against this Niners team there, who honestly is massively pissed off there. They're not going to find their feet in this game. So I'm going to say Niners over Giants. Next game, we got the Indianapolis Colts at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Going with the Colts here to win. Colts there look really on fire. They look really good there. With Daniel Jones there, who honestly will pass a massive lot of passes there. A.K.A. Indiana Jones. I think they can actually get it done. They can actually fully get it done there. They can actually fully get it done against Steelers. Steelers there, they are not that good. They got their ass handed by the Packers last week there. Even if I think that game was technically unfair for Pittsburgh last week. I think the Steelers are going to find their test here this week against the Colts. The Colts there, they're really, really strong there. They're really strong, and I think they can actually do something against this Steelers team. This is my second lock of the week here. I'm going with the Colts here to win over the Steelers. Next game, we got my Denver Broncos at the Houston Texans. I'm going to go with my Broncos here to win. I think my Broncos actually have a really strong defense there. We actually have a very strong unit there, mostly going against this Texans team there, who's actually kind of struggling there. The Texans are actually kind of struggling, but mostly our defense looks really stout there. The young guys are starting to play really well for the Broncos there. So for my Broncos there, technically we looked really good there. We actually looked really stout. Young guys are showing up there. Mostly going against the Texans there. The Texans, C.J. Stroud is going to have his test there all week there. Mostly going against my defense there, who actually has the number one in sacks there. So I'm going to say Stroud's really going to struggle in this game. He's really going to struggle here. And I think my Broncos are going to pull it out here and win this one. This game's going to be close, but I'm going to say my Broncos can pull it out here and win it. Next game, that's it for the 11 o'clock games. So we're going to the 2:05 games, Mountain Time. First on the 2:05, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Las Vegas Raider Haters. Going with the Jags here to win. The Jags actually look really stout there, and I think they can actually do something against this Haters team. I do not trust the Haters at all. The Haters are massively struggling there. I do not trust Jared Goff there at all. Goff is mostly, or not Jared Goff, but mostly, I do not trust. I do not trust the Haters quarterback. He's massively struggling there. The Jaguars look really outstanding there with Trevor Lawrence, and I think he can actually do something in this game and mostly do a lot of damage here. So, I'm going to say Jaguars over Haters. That's it for that game. So, move on to the next game. We have the New Orleans Saints at the LA Rams. Going with the Rams here to win. The Rams there are coming off of the bye. They're getting Puka back there. They're getting Puka back there. So they're going to get Puka back there. And I think they're mostly going to try to do this with Stafford there, who honestly looks really good. Plus, they were mostly more rested up there. The Saints there, they do not look that good. They do not look that good. This is another team there who honestly is going to have some draft capital held there. So they're mostly going to trade a lot of guys during the trade line there. So they're not really going to do something against this Rams team. This Rams team is going to beat them pretty bad. This is my lock of the week here. I'm going to say Rams win it over Saints. See what the next game is. That's it for the 205s. We'll move on to the 225s Mountain Time. First on the 225, we got the Kansas City Chiefs at the Buffalo Bills. Going with the Bills here to win. The Bills there look really, really solid there. They always do pretty well against Kansas City there. Mostly Kansas City there always struggles playing against the Bills. Or the Chiefs always struggle against playing against the Bills there. Mahomes there, he doesn't do that well against Buffalo anyways. Josh Allen, he's going to actually find his targets this week and actually try to win it here. So I'm gonna say Bills win it here. Bills can actually upset the Chiefs here. I do not trust I don't trust the Chiefs at all. I'm gonna say Bills win it over Chiefs. Next game, we got the Sunday Night Football matchup. 6:20 Mountain Time, primetime NBC. We got the Seattle Seahawks at the Washington Commanders. Going with the Seahawks here to win. Seahawks look really good there. They look really outstanding there. They're starting to mostly catching a little bit of fire here. They look really, really outstanding. The Commanders there will not have Jaden Daniels, so that's going to be another red flag for them. So they're going to struggle against the Seahawks here. The Seahawks might actually look really much better there, much more stout here. So I'm going to say Commanders win it over Seahawks. That's it for the Sunday games. So we'll move on to Monday Night Football, November 3rd. We got a 6:15 game Mountain Time, primetime ABC and ESPN Plus, or ESPN. We got the Arizona Cardinals at the Dallas Cowboys. Going with the Cardinals here to win. I think the Cardinals can actually get something fully done here. The Cowboys there, they don't have a really good defense. Their defense is really bad there. They looked really ass there. They didn't look that good last week against my team last week. So they're mostly going to struggle against the Cardinals team. The Cardinals there do not actually have a really good defense or offense or defense either. But this is going to be a pretty boring Monday night matchup here. But I'm going to say, in a close fashion, I'm going to go with the Cardinals here to win over the Cowboys. I just do not trust Dak. I do not trust the Dallas defense at all. That's it for the Monday night game, and the teams are on bye. The Browns are on bye. The Jets are on bye. The Eagles are on bye, and the Bucks are on bye. So, yep. Call rate, response to Tuesday Bros. We like web bros. Please subscribe to the notification on Civil Call response to Tuesday Bros. Like out.